Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at Palladyne AI. This was a stock analysis request from one of the followers, and I wanted to let you know that anyone can make these requests and I will most likely cover them, especially if there is an actionable trade setup to follow. Now in the case of this chart we are unfortunately dealing with an all-time downtrend, right here. So I do have to look out for the resistance that would be opposed to us pushing higher. Now I have a bit of a problem with this chart actually, because on the daily time frame our all-time low is here at around the 40-cent level, and that is also the case for the weekly. But if I go to the 4-hour time frame, for some reason the lowest point isn't even this anymore, and it's here in this area. And yeah, I'm probably going to use this as the low in either case. Either as an actual low or a truncation, doesn't matter. This is what I will be really tracking for this uptrend. And in this case I am looking at resistance in the area between the $3.10 level up to the $24 level. Now if we manage to break above the 78.6% retracement, it would decrease the probabilities of something like an ABC structure developing, where we could quite possibly be looking for new all-time lows. But for now, before we actually even have a clear ABC structure complete, I wouldn't necessarily be thinking about that too much. And unfortunately for this chart, we have a pretty difficult structure, and I could argue that, okay, this movement to the upside has a 5-wave move structure very nicely, a very nice 5-wave actually, a clear impulse, and then this could technically be a wave 1 up, and then this would be a wave 2 down, but then I would be looking for a third wave to the upside, and the ideal target for wave 3 would be the 138.2% extension at around the $19 level. And that would not be too bad, because we almost reached it. We even might reach it within this 5-wave movement. But the issue is that we are developing this movement within a diagonal structure. Now, since we have a 5-wave move within this wave 1, I would also expect to have a 5-wave move within the third wave, but not just any 5-wave move. I would be looking to create an impulse within the wave 3, which this is clearly not. And that means that what I am left with here is either that this is an ABC structure, or at best a 1-2-1-2 setup that is developing here. Now, having this as a wave 1, where it would reach the 138.2% extension within the wave 1 alone of the larger third wave that it would be a part of, that is unfortunately very unlikely, and that is why I am actually favoring an ABC structure in this area that could very well be within the green interpretation, where this could be a major top. Now, nothing really to do about that. We have to deal with what we have at hand. And in this case, it is this 5-wave move that we are still within, in my opinion. And for the 5th wave to work out, I would expect to hold support here for a wave 4 in the area, let's see, between the $8.5 level down to the $3.4 level. And so far we did that very nicely. We have no problem even considering that we actually already bottomed here, because I can even count a 5-wave move, a 5-wave move to the upside in this area, marking this as the A wave, allowing us to look now and even consider this a wave B, and then a C wave to the upside. Now I would like to maybe use a different color for this idea. I might even remove this, it's not needed. No, it might be useful to you later. But yeah, it is all within the same scenario. I'm just going to mention this quickly. And then within this ABC structure, I am looking to hold support, and let's use white for this. But I'm looking to hold support for the wave B in the area between the $8.9 level down to the $6 level. And a break below the $6 level would be rather an indication that maybe we haven't yet bottomed within this wave 4, and that would be totally fine. We do still have, after all, quite a lot of room to still push lower within the wave 4 before we reset and before we break and still allow for continuation within the 5th wave. Now, assuming that we have already bottomed in this wave B, I would be looking for an ideal target for the wave C at the 100% extension at the $17.5 level. And I might say, based on the structure that is already ongoing, I find it very, very plausible that, yeah, this is really the wave C, where, yeah, here we have a 1, 2, then a 1, 2 here, and could be a third wave developing. But let's see if we get some more information from the RSI. Really, it looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and where the 5th wave could extend a little bit longer. Maybe there is an internal 1, 2 here that could allow for another 4, 5 before this is complete. Not much to look out for on the very short time frame. I would give a general idea of support for direct continuation to the upside, where a break below the 50% retracement here would be a pretty good indication that, yeah, this isn't going to work out, at least not as an impulse, but quite probably even resetting this wave B in green. And for now, really, there isn't much else to add. These are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.